Hey there. I decided to make this video because a lot of people they ask me, "Hey Anna, so what's your favorite country? How did you plan your travels? How did you choose these places that you decided to go?" And to be honest, I didn't have a plan. I had an idea just about the first two countries that I went because I needed to decide where to start, of course. And there was a big calling for me to go to India. Despite India is this place where people sometimes are scared to go on their own, especially women. But I felt very safe there. It was lovely. I love India so much. And after India, I had to go to Bali because I had my NLP course that I enrolled. I enrolled myself, but after that, I didn't have any plans. And the idea, actually, when I decided to come on this trip, was to go with the flow. Like I left my job in Brussels. I wanted to change my career. I was not happy with my job there and everything. I just felt like I could give so much more, and I wanted to challenge myself, and that's why I decided to come on these travels. But I didn't want to plan anything because I believe that planning can limit us. You have a plan, and it's good to have a plan. It's good to have a direction, you know, and work towards that. But we should not close ourselves down to the opportunities that come. Sometimes we are so focused on that one thing that we're so focused on that one thing. Sometimes life doesn't want that for us. Sometimes life has other plans for us, and so we have to keep our eyes open for the opportunities. And how do we manage to keep our eyes open for the opportunities? It's by being present, by being mindful of yourself, of your surroundings, of your emotions in the present moment. And so I decided that I was going to just come on this trip, go to India, then I was gonna go to Bali when it was time to start my course, and then after that I had no plans. And because of that, because I didn't have any plans, because I didn't have any expectations, every place that I went, it was really special. It was unique in its own way, in with my own experience. I loved India so much because it was the beginning of my journey, and there is a spirituality in the air, and the people are so nice, and everything was just magical for me in India. Bali is like a dream, like, oh, Bali, you go to Bali and you have all this amazing foods and the beach and the yoga, and I ended up spending 1 month in Ubud because that place is so magical. There is some kind of energy there that I just can't explain. And so many coaches, and I felt like I was in my place. I went to the Bali Spirit Festival with so many healing techniques and dances and stuff, and no alcohol. So I was like, oh, this is my tribe. It's so nice. But I was honestly very confused when I was in Bali. It was the moment where I was confused the most because I had just done my NLP course and I was surrounded by many amazing people, very smart people, very insightful people. And they were all doing something. They all had a direction in their lives, and I was kind of the one that was still lost and didn't know what to do. And I was a bit hard on myself. I was like, oh, I should do something also. I need to make this happen. I need to start my business. I need to, and I was just not ready. I was not ready. I was totally disconnected from myself, and and from the present moment. I was not feeling inside and what I needed at that time. So that caused me a lot of confusion and sometimes pain, and yeah. But despite that, I loved Bali. I still want to go back to be able to enjoy fully. And then what happened is that after Bali, when I was in Bali still, I decided that I needed to go on a Vipassana because I needed to center myself. I needed to try to reconnect with myself and see how I could move forward, what choices I had to make to move forward, to be happier. Because the whole expectation of these travels for me was to be able to find my own way. This, when you say your purpose in life, but it was more like regarding my career, and just being able to be financially independent. And so the whole the expectations were all on it, and yeah. And so I decided to go to Myanmar. I did the Vipassana retreat. It was very intense. It's a 10-day silent retreat. You don't talk to anyone. You don't communicate with anyone. Even non-verbal communication is not allowed, because the idea is to really clear your mind totally. It's kind of a therapy. I call it a spiritual detox, because everything that's been stuck, everything in your body, all the emotions that you can process, they're gonna come up when you manage to clear your mind and be in that quiet space. So for me, first Vipassana was very powerful, and I'm very grateful, because after that I realized how much stuff I still had to deal with, and I decided to hire a therapist. So after the Vipassana, I still stayed in Myanmar until the end of my visa, and then I decided, okay, I'm now gonna have fun. I have a plan, which is I'm going to go to Vietnam and volunteer there, and during this time I'm gonna work on myself and on my therapy. I'm gonna be totally focused on my therapy, and until this time comes, I'm gonna enjoy my time in Myanmar. I had a wonderful time. I met amazing people. Myanmar is it's a beautiful country, and I totally recommend if you guys want to go. People are so lovely there. They're so genuine. They are real, and they, I felt like I had a mother in each corner, in each place I went, because they are so caring and loving. So I had lots of fun in Myanmar. Then I went to Vietnam, and I did this 2 months volunteering there, and I was doing my therapy, and it was something happened there. I finally started connecting with the present moment, and I started to understand what it means to surrender when you can control things. It's okay to have a plan. It's okay to want something. But the way, it's full of ants here. But the way of, finding out if you're doing the right thing, because you should always revisit your plan. You should always check your plans and see, okay, is this still what I need? Is this still the direction that I want to go? And you can only do this by reconnecting with yourself, and by being mindful, by being present, by feeling your emotions right now, by paying attention to what's happening now, and keeping your eyes open for the opportunities. So what I want to say with all of that is that I'm very happy with how far I came as a person, a human being that is growing, and I'm really taking it seriously. My lessons when it comes to surrendering. I even made a tattoo. I don't know. It's very small, but it says surrender and it has a heart. And it's a lifetime. It's a work of a lifetime. But I guess when you learn to navigate through life with this in mind and connecting with the present moment and going with the flow, and you can go far. I heard somewhere saying, someone saying somewhere, that life is like the waves in the sea, and the surfer, we are the surfer. So the waves come, and the whole joy of the surfer is to manage to adapt to the waves as they come, right? Because we don't have control of the waves. The surfer cannot control the waves. They cannot shape the waves the way they want, but they can have fun. They can enjoy the ride when they manage to find a sweet spot and try to stay up there for as long as they can. And just adapt. Each wave is different, and each occasion, each situation in life is different, and we have to be connected with the present moment if you want to surf the wave and do not fall. And so yeah, this is a very, very long video, but it's nice to open up to you guys at this moment in my journey. I wish I could have been more open. I was just not ready to share so much, but this is just a proof of how much more open I feel today to just be myself and to just share what's inside. And so yeah, I wish you a lovely day.